Chevy Caprice LS Burham top replacement. We're finna take this top off so we can take this vinyl to the poster shop and get our canvas sold up just like this. But first we're gonna have to take it off. So I'm gonna take you through the steps of taking it off and replacing it. Our first step is we're gonna take these screws off here on the inside. I don't know if you can see it because the sun kind of blurring it. So let's get that done. First step. Once you take these pieces here off, your next step is getting this headliner down, because we gotta get the headliner down just to take this trim here off. So what we gonna do, we're gonna remove this first, the back window trim. Then we're gonna take all the other trim pieces off to get the headliner down. This back window trim got 3 screws at the top and 3 at the bottom. Be careful with it because these will break. You'll have to replace it or fix it. 3 at the bottom, 3 at the top. And once you get that off, you can pull these side pieces out and get them out the way on both sides. But our main concern is getting this headliner down. So I'm gonna go in and undo these screws and the sun visors so we can get to it. Next step on this headliner, you really don't have to take the headliner down if you don't want to, but I went on and did it because I'm finna repaint this whole car. But I'm gonna show you what's up under this, keeping this trim here. You can just get you something like this here and pry it up, but I'm gonna show you what's holding it. It's like a little plastic. Everybody can see it right there. It's pressed down into it. So you have to pry that up just to get that trim up. It looks like it's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Might be 6 of them. But you just want to pry it up with something like this. There you have it. The next step on removing this top, you're gonna have to get in the trunk. And on each side of the trunk, this side and that side, you have to remove this insulation. And it's a 9mm bolt right there you're gonna have to remove. Once you get it started unloosening it, you can go ahead and remove it with your hand if it ain't rusting too bad. But that's what it looked like. Let me go to the next side and do it. This side here was rusted out. I couldn't get the bolt off, so I just pried everything off, the bolt and the stud off. So once I take the top off, I'm gonna have to come up with something to be able to attach this back on correctly. See, this one, where it's at right here, that's what be holding it on from the inside of the trunk, that bolt. Okay, the next step, you got 6 screws. I don't think you can see because that sun kind of blurring it, but you got one here, one there, one here, there, and there. And one down there. What you're gonna have to do, you're gonna have to remove this little plastic with rubber piece. is a screw there. Can you see it? It's 6 of them. Remove them. Once you get them 6 screws out back there, your next step is you want to peel this vinyl up around the edge here, because you got some rivets you're gonna have to drill out. There's one right there. You can see them better from the inside. You have to drill them out. So get the vinyl up so you'll be able to access it. Once you remove these 7 rivets at the top, you got 2 on the side. You got 1 here, then 1 at the very bottom. That one there. Okay, after that last rivet, everything, it should just come on off now. It's top done rested. That's it. The top has been removed. This is what happened with these tops here. All that water just sit up in here, and it tend to rust, like down up in here and also here. But down here look all right. This up in here needs some more metal. But the top is removed now. You also want to remove your quarter glass. That's pretty simple, but I'll show you how to do that. Hold on. The first step on getting this LS quarter trim out, you're gonna have to take the door panel off. In order to get behind this, you have to take this off too. So let me take the door panel off and I'm gonna cut you back on. Once you get the door panel off, you want to pull this bottom out some. Then there's some Velcro on the side of it. Then you pull it down. It's got like a little hook where it hook up at the top. Then you got 2 9mm you need to take off. Once you get all the bolts and screws out, you just pull it from the top. There you have it. That's the LS quarter top. Stay tuned for more. Part 2, I was gonna do it all in one video, but I believe I'm just gonna put this video out on removing it, and then once I paint the car and get the canvas put on, I'm gonna do a part 2 on installing it back. So stay tuned.
Nobody really gave a damn about us. We never stopped.